In this video, I'm going to show you step-by-step instructions on how to replace a broken charging port on the Samsung A17. This is the A176 model. I believe most models will be the same or similar. I've got this phone laid on the hot plate. I've got it set at 85 degrees C, and I've got a bottle of isopropyl alcohol that I'm going to run a bead of 99.9% alcohol around all four edges, and that'll just sort of soak into the very small gap that you can barely see on this one. Actually, I've got a single-sided razor blade. I'm going to insert this into the bottom. I always push it down flat and then pry upwards like that. What you might find is you can sort of scoop it a little bit and just get one side in like I've done there. Try and avoid pushing it too far, because all I want to do is get hold of enough so that I can get the plastic pick in between there and then really start separating things and doing the job properly like that. So with that pick in, let me just show you how I've worked this out. This is the adhesive, and as you can see, we've got quite a bit of thick adhesive at the bottom around the camera lens and all these sides. So we know that we need to insert it about 5mm, and we go plenty deep enough to cut through that adhesive and get it out of the way. That's what we need to do, because this back cover is held on by double-sided tape. Anyway, we're going to sort of chop around, not going in too far, but not being scared to go the full depth required, and work our way around, separating the back cover from the phone. You could use a heat gun or a hairdryer to achieve the same effect. I just use the heat mat because I've got one and it's much better. Right, that's separated now. I'm just going to use a spinny tool to rub off and remove the rest of this adhesive, and the same on this back cover. The best time to do it is while it's warm, because we're going to replace the adhesive on this shortly. This tool just works by this little stick here, spins around on a little basic electric motor, and it just does the same thing as going over it with your finger or thumb, and it just pulls the adhesive off real quick. I think we've got a link for one of these in the description. But I would, if you do repairs regularly, I would highly recommend one, because you can see how easy I made this look, removing of the adhesive here. Anyway, now that that adhesive is off, let me just get the last scraps off there, and we'll get this on the bench to swap out the charging port. This next layer that we have to remove is the midframe with those buttons on the edge, and the SIM tray we need to get out of the way, and all this plastic stuff around here. So to do that, we've got a series of crosshead screws that we are going to remove, starting off with the 8 at the bottom. And I will probably fast forward through these screws, because reality of it is that it's not particularly exciting watching me remove screws for 5 minutes. It is only a short job, and even total beginners should get through this job quite nice and easy. But I know for a fact that if you've come across this video already, you're probably thinking, how the hell do I get this thing open? The nice thing about Samsung devices is they're all very similar, and especially these A series, they tend to come off with a back cover. Then there's the mid-frame assembly, which is the bit what we're removing now, and then you've got the same layout with the logic board and cameras and everything up the top, the battery across the middle, and the charging subboard down at the bottom, all connected with a what we call a sub to main cable, or main cable that connects it. This is this guy just here. And just a very quick note on this repair before I get really into it. This one came in with a charging problem, and it seemed to charge, so I don't know what I'm coming across yet. 2 days later he came back and he says I'm still having the same problem, so I don't know what we're going to find here. I've got a charging port and I'm not sure what else. Plastic stick in my hand, look. We're just going to disconnect this guy, move it out of the way. Then we're going to get our SIM tray tool, so I'll use that. pop the SIM tray out. Watch out because it'll fall out. Ah, there's no one in there. And then where you've just removed that SIM tray from, that's going to be your entry point for this. And you're going to go in between the very edge of the screen there and that mid frame. So I'm going to insert that pick there. You can see that it just bent the plastic enough so that we can get into it, and we're going to pop this off now. If we run the pick down here, it's just going to separate that plastic mid frame from the screen. And don't be scared to be a little bit rough with this. It needs a bit of brute force to work through it. Just be careful when you get to that button there, because that has got a fingerprint sensor in there. So just take your time. The corners are the trickiest bit, but eventually it'll come away quite nicely, just like that. Now, I don't know if... No, we weren't that lucky. I thought I was just going to open that, take that off, and plug that back down, but we aren't that lucky. So what we're going to do, we will disconnect the battery, which is just this connector here. Use the plastic pick, not a metal tool, and then we will disconnect this one only. With this other cable, it'd probably be wise just to add a couple of drops of isopropyl on the edge of it, because that's the display cable that's stuck. Let me take it off, I'll show you. Look, you see, this is the cable that's stuck onto this charging port. So what we don't want to do is smash into that, because if we break that, then you're going to be replacing the screen. We will, however, remove this blue one, which is just easy to get up with the pointy end of that. Pull it out of there. Just be careful not to fold these cables or damage them. Then we can remove this black screw, and then what we're left with is we could fold that and just pull it away quite easily. You can see there's a bit of tape on the back of there. Because we added the alcohol and then we sort of just folded it out, it just unpeeled away. You could use something a little bit sharper and get under it, but I just thought that was the easiest way whilst I had it in my hand like that. Now, with all these videos on the Samsung repairs for sure, we use the genuine Samsung parts, and I'll stick a link where you can buy those in the description below. Be careful. Oh, it has got some tape on there. With that, I'm going to remove that tape because we've already got some and we don't want to thicken it out too bad. And apply pressure. It's easier to remove it off there than it is the back of that little screen cable. So yeah, it's got a little plastic cover on there as well. So if you grab some tweezers, you'll be able to peel off that little bit of blue thing, and we'll just move it directly onto, I suppose it offers a little bit of maybe moisture resistance. I don't know what they're for. Dust, moisture, stop it getting in, and just a little gasket. I'm not sure. When I peeled off that flex cable, I think the screw went flying off into the abyss. Just be aware of that. Anyway, moving forwards, I've put the, you can't get this wrong. There's two holes there where it lines up to. And then same with this, there's a little notch. You can see the notch, it has to line up there and there. You can't get it wrong. Now we've got that little black screw, what goes in there. Secure that down. Then use your tweezers to line up this blue coaxial cable. I always line them up onto there first, so hold it with the tweezers like that. And then push it down. You can push it into the little cable holder, and then we can line these guys up. Line these guys up, and then everything is coming together now. This should charge if the problem was the charging port. So we'll reconnect the battery. So the best way to show you whether it's charging or not is to put my USB-C ammeter there, and we will plug it into the device, and hopefully we should get some charge. It's shot up to 1.8 amps, and we've got 9 watts, 9 watts. It's a 20 watt plug that we're attached to. It dropped it, there we go. So it's shot up to the near enough to 20 watts, and we've got 1.8 amp in at 9 volts. So I am happy that that's charging now. I'm going to put it on for 10 minutes and just make sure that I'm happy and it doesn't drop out or anything. But yeah, that looks consistent, steady charging draw. I'm happy. For the sake of the video, I'll just carry on putting it together and we'll test it properly later. So we're just going to get this mid-frame. Make sure that everything's dust-free. You can use a little dust bulb like that. And you're just going to push this down. Just watch your buttons. Again, that's the only real caution when you're doing that. Squeeze it all in. Make sure everything sits in flat and flush. If it doesn't, there's probably something in the way, so just have a look at that. And then line up this cable just here. Finally, we're going to screw all those screws back down, and then I'll show you how to put these seals on properly. So just as I'm screwing this back together, I'll go through the costs on the repair as well. The seal that you're going to see me use in a minute, that was about £3, and the charging port itself was about £7. I'm not sure if they're inclusive or exclusive of VAT, but that doesn't matter. It's sort of, they're not, they're marginal costs, aren't they? They're not massive expenses. And for a job like this, we'd usually charge about £40 to £50 to complete the repair. Obviously the costs don't include shipping of parts, and I think for this one it would have been bundled within some other parts that we've ordered anyway, because we are regularly ordering parts every day at the moment. And you can find the parts, like I say, that we use in the video using the link in the description below. To go in just here, and yeah, we've just got that seal now. Yeah, the seal kit comes with the seal, of course, and then a spare set of screws in case you lose them. They just go into a parts box, because it just seems a bit pointless using brand new screws when I could just use the ones what we took out. And then you're going to peel off the clear film off there. Just quick dust blow, because that came off clean in the first place, didn't it? And then I would line up the top left corner first. Allow the left hand edge to line up all the way down to that left corner, and then the rest of it should follow all the way around, real nice like that. You can peel off the top blue film. That should have sat down nicely. Just be careful of that little bit there. Now I'm just going to give it one final little dust blow. Make sure you keep your work area clean anyway. Generally, we're not in a very dusty office. It doesn't get too messy. This has got a little clip around the camera lens. Push down on it, and then the rest of it should follow on. And if you just push it down all the way around, then it will fit nicely. Don't forget to put the SIM tray back in it. And we'll just double check that it's charging again, which of course it is. We'll turn this thing on, do some testing, but as far as I can see, job done, I suppose. I'll just clean this one up and then we will give the customer a call, let them know that his phone's ready. They will be very happy. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.